Hi, a wonderful good day to you. This is Owen McCafferty again. I just want to throw some ideas and thoughts, thanks to the kindness of Professional Fusion, allowing me to be here today on this channel and throw out some thoughts to you about what the opportunities exist in the future. I'm watching YouTube right now. I try to stay current on things, and YouTube is just flooding the airwaves with what promises have been made by various candidates. And there's one promise that both candidates have made. Now, you got to judge yourself. Can the candidates deliver on their promises? I don't know. A lot just depends on the House of Representatives and the Senate that can bring a bill to the president. But one thing for sure is there's a commonality that overtime may not be currently taxed. Now, that's a huge issue that relates to the economic wealth of our country. If overtime is not taxed, that means the most industrious and hardworking people will be provided for the first time, to my knowledge, with a reward by the government of not absconding as much of your treasury as they could. Now, let's unpack this, because that's an important thing to consider. If you have been given the opportunity for overtime, your effective take-home pay is going to be significantly increased, because if it truly is not taxed, there would be no Social Security tax, no state withholding tax, no city tax. If you live in a state that has cities taxing it, like the one I fled, and it's all going to go to the bottom line. So that in itself is just a huge incentive. In addition, we are truly in stagflation, no matter how they cut it. We have rising prices and wages that are not increasing at the same rate. They can't be. So what's happening is that the individuals who work are really being squeezed. They've already gone through their savings. They've gone through their credit cards. They're now tapping into their lines of credit if they own a house. There's a real need for having some sensibility back in our economic system. I thoroughly endorse the no tax on overtime. It's a motivation to provide workers with an opportunity to excel. So that's the first part. Really think it's a good idea. Now let's go to the second part, and that is, who is worthy to be designated for overtime? And then what do you do to make the judgment on it? Well, as soon as a law would be passed that overtime would not be taxed, there's going to be a variety of people that will be lobbying you as a practice owner, you as a practice manager, to put them on an overtime schedule. There is a shortage of people, but that shortage may be far less than the willingness of people to work the overtime hours. So the first thing that you're going to have to really ask yourself is, do you have to rethink how many people you really need to have in the practice? There could be a reduction in your workforce because people will be willing to work overtime hours. Those people that work overtime hours, probably the more experienced of the group, provide a better value for the employer. So there's going to be some decision in terms of man-hour need that exists in practices. And I know right now everybody is enduring massive shortages, especially in skilled areas for doctors and licensed assistants to the doctors. That is really making it tough. It's happening in all the professions, in accounting for sure, engineering for sure, architecture. There are massive shortages of people. So having the no tax on overtime is going to be a brilliant move to expand the workforce potential, because people need the money. We are in that stagflation period, and this is godsend. So what do we do? We're going to have to be judicious in who we would grant overtime hours. So practice managers, practice owners, associates in leadership positions, you've got a job to do and you need to do it right now. And that would be to develop a list of those that would be on the nice and the naughty list, if you will, borrowing an idea from childhood. Who is going to be on the nice list and who will be on the naughty list? The nice list would be those individuals that work hard, that provide a phenomenal opportunity, that are very knowledgeable, that want to have the practice succeed and not just their own personal treasury. People in leadership positions that take the opportunity and the burden to teach others. Those are the people you want on overtime. Those are the people that are valued the most. You may have other people that want overtime that habitually come in late, want to leave early, that aren't necessarily worried about the practice welfare, but rather what they can do for their own quality of life. Those are people that are probably not very good candidates, and you may want to throw those individuals on the naughty list. So the one way that you can do it is to look at tardiness. The second way of looking at it is to look for individuals that are leaving early. The third way of looking at it is people that take self-designated time off because of either family situations or their own desire just to have a day off. Very reminiscent of Ferris Bueller. So what I want you to do is start to develop that list. Start to look for those people that are truly inspirational. Those are the people that you would give overtime hours to first. And you have to be able to use the overtime well. Now, what that may mean, and this is the true gift, it may make that shortage that you are experiencing now a thing of the past. Sure, you have to pay time and a half, but if you don't have to pay the employer portion of payroll taxes, that's a huge benefit. So you may want to rethink the assemblage of people that you have in practice. This will allow those people who are truly insightful a significant improvement in wage, and maybe the incentive to even further increase their knowledge within your specific profession. Those individuals that are on the naughty list, you may want to take them off the rolls entirely. This is your judgment. But all I'm saying is it's a great opportunity. It's something that is exciting. It may solve a major opportunity it may solve a major problem, for those that are trying to excel and improve their practice. I'm excited. There are great things going to come. So this is Owen McCafferty. Just want to say thank you for listening, and we will talk with you in a bit.